students, today we will continue our class with the same topic named as adjectives. Yesterday we studied about the definition of the adjectives, their kinds. Today we will continue our some more kinds of adjectives. Now have a look in your book. We will continue our class with proper adjectives. Adjectives derived from the proper noun. To know about the proper noun, you must know the definition of noun. That is, noun is the name of a person, place or thing or animals. This is the definition of animals, noun. So, keeping this definition in your mind, you are able to know about the proper noun. That means when we talk about the person, you immediately the name of persons you strike in your mind. For example, Ram, Shyam, Hari, these are the examples. So in this way you are completely known to proper noun. That is, the names of geographical places, countries, continents, states, etc. are known as proper adjectives. In this manner, way we came to know that when geographical places or any name are known as proper adjectives. These adjectives are often used to describe the source or origin. How the origin is described by these adjectives, we are known to this. Now examples. Chinese stories are famous all over the world. The stories of Chinese, now the Chinese stories are described here. Next, emphasizing adjectives. Where the thing is focused, that adjective we will study here. The adjectives that are used to emphasize or to show strong feelings are known as emphasizing adjectives. Those adjectives when we used to focus or we show our inner feelings are known as emphasizing adjectives. Words like own, very, complete, utter, utter means speak, total, absolute, pure, perfect and so on are example of emphasizing adjectives. Examples. I made these candles with my own hand. So own, the word used here, emphasizing means focusing that the candles are made by hand. Next topic we will study here, degrees of adjectives. When we compare two or more nouns, we use the adjectives in 3 degrees. So they are 3 in number. First is positive degree, that is in simple sentence, comparative degree and superlative degree. To identify these 3, you have to know the things in this manner. First we talk about the positive degree. Positive degree, when you have to decide or identify, it is a simple sentence generally. Comparative degree sentences are how to make it, the word than is used, and in verb er or the words in which we can't add er, more word is used before the verb. This is the identification of a comparative degree. Now we talk about the superlative degree. To identify the superlative degree, the est is used in verb and before that verb the is used. If such spelling is there when est is not possible to add, then most word is used. So this is the identification of the superlative degree. Now some examples are here. Lata is a good singer. It's a simple language. The sentence is written. Good is describing the singer. So this is in positive degree. Salma is better singer than Lata. Now I told the identification also, but the comparison is done in comparative degree between only two persons. In positive degree, no comparison is there, and in comparative degree, comparison is done two persons. In superlative degrees, we talk about a one person in a whole community who is better than the other. So Salma is a better singer than Lata. I told you in verb we add er, and then this is the two identification to identify comparative degree, and the second is the comparison done in two persons. Next, Shraddha is the best singer. This is a superlative degree. Da is the identification I told you. est is found here, and the second is Shraddha is best in among all the singers. She is the best one. Comparative degree is generally followed by conjunction than. I told you the word conjunction than is used. Superlative degree is preceded by the. Whatever superlative degree is there, before that the is used, and quite often followed by of. Generally of word is used. Now we study how the formation of comparative and superlative degrees of adjectives are done. Comparative and superlative degrees of adjectives can be formed in the following ways. First one, by adding er and est to the adjectives. We will take the one example here. Clever. This is the root word. In this we add er. It becomes the comparative form, cleverer. If we add est in the clever, it comes in superlative degree. Next, by adding r and st to the adjectives that end with the letter e. When a letter word is there which ends on letter e, there we add r or st only. For example, able. It is ending on e, so we just add the r and it becomes the comparative degree, and st is add, it becomes the superlative degree. By next point, by changing y into I and adding er or est to the adjectives, how you change the form? This dry, it is ending on y letter, so here y will change into I and we simply add er, so drier, dryer. So y changes into I and we added er here. Now in superlative degree, we change y into I and est is added here, so driest. Next point, when the adjectives end in vowel plus consonant, the final consonant is doubled and er and est is added. Here you see the spelling of big. Here is talked is vowel plus consonant, so here it is vowel and consonant. I is vowel here and consonant is the G. So we just double the last letter and add er, so bigger and biggest. Next, by adding more and most to the long adjectives having two or more syllables. So beautiful, no er, if we understand it, because you can't understand the syllables, so we just in easy language, when spelling can't be formed by adding er or est, we just add more in comparative and most in superlative degree. Next point. Some adjectives form their comparatives and superlatives in an irregular way. Some are irregular also. How? Good, better, best, bad, worse, worst. This you have to see and understand by learning. Now we see the correct use of irregular comparatives. Here we know about the irregular comparative. How we use? Just see here. Later and latest refer to time. These words are indicate the time. I will come later. Later or last refer to position. It tells the condition what it is there. Our house is the last house on the street. Where the position is? The house is at last. Elder or eldest are used only for people. We use this words for people, not for animals or things. We never use these words with animals and or things, and are now confined to members of the same family. Examples. I have an elder sister. Here comparison done with the one person, so elder is used. Older and oldest can be used with reference to both people and things. We can use older and oldest with people and things. Jatin is older than Jagnesh by 2 years. Further refers to physical distance only. The physically some person is distant away from it. There we use further. We had to walk a little farther, and we have to use in such a way. Further means moreover, in addition to. It tells something more is there, or to a great extent. Do you have any further question? In addition, we asked us more things or is there or not. Now another use of further is here. Further may also be used for physical distance. We can use in addition also. In physical distance it is told by further. Although farther is preferred. In comparison of further, we use farther for this physical distance. It also means to help, forward, advance, or promote a work, an undertaking, a cause, etc. We drove further today than we did yesterday. This is the example. Nearest means the shortest distance away. When we use the nearest word, that means it is not much distance from the particular point. Next denotes order or position. It tells the situation, the condition where it is. Where is the nearest post office? In this way we use the nearest. Now we understand some more rules about comparison. When a comparison is made between two people or things of an equal and value, we use as in the sentence. When we compare two people or things of equal status, we use the word as in the sentence. Sujata is as talented as her elder sister. Here her elder sister and Sujata are of equal quality, so as talented, in this manner we use as. When two people or things are compared with each other, we use the word other to exaggerate the former. We use the word other here to compare two people and things. Lead is heavier than any other metal. Among other metals, lead is heavier. It is described by the word other. When one person or thing is used to surpass all other people or things of the same kind, if we talk about a particular one group, kind of things or people group, we use the superlative degree here, and it is written here. Just see here, I just told here. we use the superlative degree. Example, this student is the most intelligent of all. So this, we talk about this student, a particular student who is intelligent among all students. The superlative degrees can also be expressed by using the comparative form in this way. How we use? This student is more intelligent than all the other. We use the word all the other. If we see it, it is seems as it is written in comparative, but all the other turns the sentence into superlative degree. Students in the class. So this is, we are talking about a particular student who is more intelligent than the all other students in the class. So guys, here we close our class here itself, and we'll continue our class with new topic in next class. Thank you. Have a nice day.